Freedom's the answer. What's the question? You're listening to Ernest Hancock.
Wow, wow, wow. I feel good. I knew that I wouldn't. I feel good. I knew that I wouldn't.
It's going to be a party at PorkFest.com. No, it's PorkFest2011.com. That's right. P-O-R-C as in porcupine. Now, I want to make sure that we get the full story from Drew Phillips about what motivated them to go there and to put so much effort into Space 35 in Agora Valley. And they have a lot of goodies that they want to share with everyone. Of course, we'll have a little focus on Freedom's Phoenix a little bit and the wallet voting kind of thing and cop block, but they got the silver bug going on, man. They've done a lot of stuff. So go ahead and tell us the kind of material that people might be able to purchase when they're there, or trade and barter silver for.
Yeah, a lot of it's silver themed. For when we, like I said, we've been planning this literally for a year, and logistically 6 months, but. When we were given the opportunity to have a space in Agora Valley, we looked at it as a challenge. Like, okay, there's a free market here. No taxes, no regulation, no burden of government. We make products, we make widgets, and we sell them. So we took the challenge and said, what can we make that the Liberty Movement is really going to like and be excited about? And expanding on the dime card idea, we thought, well, it's a no-brainer to do other silver products. And now silver's kind of dancing around right now, so if it dips, we might not be selling any because, that's, supply and demand. But one of the neat products that we made is a colloidal silver kit. And for those who aren't familiar, colloidal silver is the cure for everything, and the FDA doesn't like it, and I wonder why. So that tells you how good of a product it is. But it's actually very simple to make, and we learned that actually at your house with your printer, Jeff, was just making some in a pint glass on your kitchen counter with 3 batteries and some silver pieces and little alligator clips and, like a popsicle stick across the top to hold them up. And we thought we could make those. And so we have a kit. It's a 8-ounce mason jar. Inside the jar are the batteries, the leads, the terminals, the wires, and, the little clips to clip onto the silver. We have a popsicle stick that fits over the jar with 2 holes drilled in it. So you put in the silver bars, which are 12-gauge silver wires, pure wire. And it's 9 inches, so there's 2 4.5 inches of silver that you put into the water. You have to use very clean distilled water, and you let it run for about 10-15 minutes, and you get the desired effect that you want in coloration, and you can shine a laser through it and kind of test it, and you'll see basically the laser will light up like a lightsaber, and that's how you'll know how much silver has been brought into the water through the current. And then you can make colloidal silver at home. And like I said, it's the cure for the common cold. And some people, there's a big discussion to be had about the effects of colloidal silver and how properly
I can tell you from personal experience, it works. In fact, when I was burned really bad in 94, and the only creams that really have an effect that you can put on as you're healing is silver. And it's called Silvadine is the cream that they use. Then colloidal silver that you can have, that you can ingest. There's the reason why silverware was the rich people survived and thrived and lived longer because they used silver in preparing and eating of their food. So this is, silver has been an antimicrobial, antibiotic property kind of thing for a long time, and people know it. And when I started to get another eye infection a little bit, and I took some, that's why Jeff was here. He came and made me enough colloidal silver last me forever, an eyedropper that I just put in. Boom! Next day I'm done. So I'm just, it works, and I'm glad you guys are doing that. It was such a cool idea the way you did it. What's the label on it? What are you guys calling it?
Cash colloidal. Oh, I forget now. Colloidal agarist hospital. I forget what it was now.
Yeah, well, it's kind of looks like a MASH symbol.
Yeah, Nick came up with that, and colloidal activist silver. Silver Hospital is what it was. Colloidal agarist. So that's just fun, and but limited supply. We only made so many. There's going to be 1,000 people, and we only made a number with 23 or 4 of those. I just went to Hobby Lobby today and picked up some my last little project that I won't give away just yet. So I'm having fun, on my trips, still making these products, burning the midnight oil, making dime cards for you. And actually, about the dime cards, we're not bringing dimes to sell. We may sell some cards or trade them or barter them or something, but this is where we have a service to provide, and that is to make somebody else a dime card. So we're encouraging anyone coming to the Porcupine Freedom Festival who really knows about this dime card idea and likes it and wants their own, just bring your dimes, and we'll have the laminates and the cards, different designs that we'll have printed up. We'll print in advance and bring the tools and all the stuff that we need. We have electricity there, so we'll bring it all at booth 35, and people can bring their own dimes, and we'll dime them up for them. In fact, I've even got, we have markers and stickers. You could make a custom one, or maybe we'll do an arts and crafts day with the kids someday and have them, design their first dime card. So, a lot of this we're trying to, promote education of silver and coin collecting. And so with the kids, and PorcFest is a very kid-friendly event, we're going to have something for the kids to kind of give them a lesson and how to not just save Federal Reserve worthless fiat currency, but to save real value and to save real currency and learn.
It's such a good idea that a lot of people that listen to the show and different businesses and so on that frequent Freedom's Phoenix have contacted me and you, and they want to have their own dime, or they started making them. And the Tennessee Liberty Alliance, Glenn Jacobs, he had called, and we just happened to all be here working on this stuff. And he was like, I want to do it. So you gave him enough information. He was able to do it himself. He sent me one of the cards. So the promotion of what they're doing and educating people on the value of the silver and so on, it's just exploding. And what you've done is created a mechanism by which people can promote themselves and it have value that you're not throwing it away. I mean, you keep it in your wallet. And if you're a coin dealer and you sell somebody a few $1,000s worth of goodies, well, you throw in one, $3, $4, $5 something card that has a dime in there. Guess what? They're keeping it. So we have a bunch of, we worked out a deal with Drew to make sure that I get a bunch of Freedom's Phoenix dime cards. And I did the Mercury dimes because they cost the same, a little bit more rare, but they come in the same batch. You may get 5% of all the dimes you get will be Mercury dimes, but it's easier to see for old people because I can't read that 1964 thing without my reading glasses. So I go. Well,
no, it's a good thing because I've kind of had second thoughts about promoting the Roosevelt dimes just for what FDR represents. In the history
see, there you go. You got to be less
communist. That's why I put them in upside down.
Yeah, I didn't get that one. So
it's all perspective, I suppose.
Yeah, I'm not smart enough.
And then one last product, and I'm not going to give really too much of what it is away, but is Liberty snakes. They're like other snakes, just full of liberty. So again, you'll have to come to booth 35, and we have flags, Ernie. We made some products. A lot of these products we made ourselves or assembled ourselves, but we got a few. Wholesale flags online and, mark them up. And
no, you guys get very creative. I don't know what creative, what I don't want to say, additions to your mind perspective, you use to get this creative, but it's definitely working.
One last one then. What about the roads, Ernie, right? The common argument against, the anti-anarchist argument. What about the roads? So as a donation to our gas stand and the trip, you have little stuffed roads. They're little pillows, almost fabric pillows, that have stripes on them. They look like asphalt, and they got googly eyes, and we've got captions with them. And I should have pictures of all this on Freedom's Phoenix later tonight.
Great. Guys, check it out. We're going to see you at PorcFest2011.com.